If you want to start making fuck you money, getting paid to exist, doing jack shit and making money out of thin air, I got you. Here's what you're gonna do.
What if I told you there was a way to buy things like this $100,000 watch without spending a single dollar of your own money?
Do you think that you could sell a kidney for in the black market today?
And invest in your company, even down to zero. I wouldn't keep money around. I wouldn't save for a rainy day. I wouldn't have an emergency account.
Today, we are learning how to become rich. From the greatest financial minds on this side of the Milky Way. The obscene TikTok millionaires. Viewer discretion is advised.
What if I told you there was a way to buy things like this $100,000 watch without spending a single dollar of your own money, using business credit like this that you never actually had to pay back? With business credit, you are not personally held responsible for that line of credit. So let's say, for example, how I got this watch. I was able to open a business that I didn't really give a shit about. I went and opened business credit cards in that account. I then proceeded to go on, buy this for $100,000. I'm gonna turn around and sell it to a jeweler for $80,000 in cash, which now gives me the cash. I'll file bankruptcy on the company. I'll never have to actually pay it back because I'm not personally liable for that American Express card. It's all liable underneath my business.
This is not so much advice as it is fraud, a federal crime punishable by up to 10 years in prison.
Booty was more important than food. Booty, a man's butt. Having some booty was more important than drinking water, man. I like booty.
You don't want to go to prison.
If someone wanted to make $1 million, that was their dream in life, what would you recommend to them?
Anyone can really become a millionaire because like the world is so big and the markets are so massive. All you got to do is get $1 from 1 million people out of like 8 billion. If you just walk around every single day asking for $1, you can get to $1 million pretty easily.
There you have it, folks. The easiest path to your first million, begging for money. This is a little known fact, but most homeless people are actually millionaires. You see that homeless bum in your neighborhood you try to avoid every time you get out of your building? Well, that is actually Bill Gates.
How much is a 20% down payment on a $1 million house? $200,000? $200,000. Okay. Let me ask you this. How many kidneys do you have? 2? Now, how many kidneys does the average person need to survive? 1. How much do you think that you could sell a kidney for in the black market today? 250, 300, 350? We'll say 250. You take your kidney, you sell it, $250,000. You take that $50,000, you put it in your pocket, you don't even look at it. You take that $200,000, you put it out on a down payment on a $1 million house. You rent that house for 3 years. 3 years. You make your money back. You buy your kidney back. You reinsert it back into your body. Now what? Now you have 2 kidneys. And you have a $1 million asset.
This video is clearly satire, so I'm not going to even attempt to react to it seriously. Next clip.
Invest in yourself, invest in yourself, then invest in your business, in your skill set. If it's your company, then invest in your company, even down to zero. I wouldn't keep money around. I wouldn't save for a rainy day. I wouldn't have an emergency account.
Why not?
Because you don't need it. What you need is you need hustle. You need other people's money. You need to go knock on another door, make another contact. You don't need reserves of money.
If you don't know who this is Grant Cardone, a self-proclaimed sales expert and money guru who specializes in packaging useless, outdated, vague information and selling it to you in exchange for your hard-earned money. Of course, he doesn't want you to save your money because he wants you to give it to him so he can buy more yachts and mansions and supercars and give whatever is left to the Church of Scientology, which he is part of, by the way. I'm not judging, I'm just reporting the facts.
So basically I built a business using Airbnb and other people's properties to make money. And then I got a job at Deloitte as an investment banker. Deloitte is a world famous investment banking company. And I used my extra time, because I built like a 4-hour work week business, to get a job 40, 50, 60 hours a week. I used that 60 hours to generate money to do amazing things like this. And then actually what I'm doing at the moment is I'm negotiating a remote job with Deloitte so I can get a job at Ernst & Young and Swiss Bank so I can get multiple remote jobs going. And then I'm going to hire assistants overseas to do those jobs for me because I find all of that stuff very complicated.
I don't know if this kid knows what a job is, but the only way to get 4 of those at the same time is to clone yourself. That doesn't make any sense.
Your biggest expense in New York City is going to be food. And I got a way you could eat for free the best food. And you're going to love it. What you do, you stand in front of a nice building. People that work at nice buildings eat food. They order it, delivery guys. And you act like you're on your phone. You know, hey, you say a bunch of big numbers. You know, I want the compound interest dividends. And when you see these delivery guys pull up, you give them that sign. And interest on it. And
If you do this, I wouldn't be mad at you. At all. Not even a little bit.
I can't write off a private chef, but if I invite somebody over every single night to have business meetings with me and I hire a private chef to cook the meals, I can write off the private chef and the food that went into making the meal. This is how I'm able to afford having that private chef every single year, every single month, every single day inside of my house, making me and my wife meals along with my friends, family members, and my business clients who also some of my family members sit on my board of directors.
This is fraud again. If you're gonna cheat the IRS, maybe, just maybe, don't talk about it on the internet, because they have access to the internet too. That's why this guy got called out on this very video by the H&R Block. Don't be this guy. Be smart.
The main reason why people aren't millionaires, in my opinion, is because they're looking at money from the wrong angle. They're saying, how can I make $1 million a year? When they should be saying, how can I make $2,739 a day? If you think like that, every day you hit that goal, you'll hit the yearly goal.
Next clip.
If you want to start making fuck you money, getting paid to exist, doing jack shit and making money out of thin air, I got you. Here's what you're gonna do. Try this for a week. First of all, I want you to remove this statement, I can't afford this, out of your vocabulary. Never want to hear you say this again. Instead, I want you to turn this statement into a question and ask, how can I afford this? This is something that Robert Kiyosaki wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad talks about. It's called money mindset. This shit works. If you start approaching money from an abundance mindset, the universe will literally throw money at you. You will find yourself at the right place at the right time. You're gonna start getting paid to exist. This is what I did to literally manifest myself out of poverty. Turn every statement into a question. Anything you want is possible, so long as you can approach it from a curious standpoint. This is exactly what my clients who are doing the workshop, which you could grab at the top of my page, are using to literally get their tuition paid for, manifest credit cards paid off, insane amounts of money out of thin freaking air, all in your head. And if you don't believe me, try it for a week. Come back to this video. And also drop it in the comments. How can I be a millionaire?
Okay, listen here, lady. You don't get paid to exist. You get paid to squeeze your personality and turn yourself into masturbatory material for lonely, penis individuals belonging to the compulsive meat-beating community. So how about you just save us this whole law of attraction advice crap? Okay, life doesn't work like that. Stick to your lane. Just stop giving people advice, please. If you liked this video, you will love this one. I guarantee it.